You ever walk into your room and feel like it already knows what kind of day you are about to have? The phone is on the bed, the desk is crowded, the snacks are visible, the notebook is closed, and before you have even made a single decision, the room has already started deciding for you. That is what this video is about. Not discipline, not motivation, environment. In the next few minutes, I want to show you how a few small changes in one room can make the right choice feel obvious instead of exhausting. We will go through a simple room reset, a desk rule, a phone shift, and an evening setup that makes tomorrow easier before it begins. And stay with me, because the last shift is the quiet one most people miss. The thesis is simple. Your environment is not neutral. Every visible object is a cue, and the cues you see most often slowly teach your brain what feels normal, easy, and automatic. Section 1. Change the first thing your morning sees. Most people wake up and reach for the phone before they have even fully arrived in the day. Then they wonder why their mind feels scattered before breakfast. If the phone is the first thing your hand touches, it becomes the first thing that pulls your attention. So move it across the room, onto a shelf, out of the bed zone. Put something calmer where your hand lands first. A glass of water, a notebook, a small lamp. Water says begin, a phone says react. That one change can give you a quieter morning before the world gets a chance to crowd in. Section 2. Make your desk look like one decision. A cluttered desk does not just look messy. It asks your brain to split. Answer this message. Open that tab. Move this paper. Check the phone. Clean this later, and suddenly focus feels heavy, even when you truly want to work. So simplify the field. One task in the center, one notebook, one open page. Keep the phone out of sight if you can. If not, put it in a drawer or face down, away from your hand. This is not about a perfect workspace. It is about lowering the amount of negotiation your brain has to do. When the desk only shows one path, starting stops feeling like a battle. It feels normal, and normal is powerful. Section 3. Put the better choice where your eyes already go. The kitchen is one of the quietest places where habits are decided. Not because food is the enemy, because visibility is persuasive. If the first thing you see is random snacks on the counter, that becomes the easy grab. If a water bottle and fruit are already out, that becomes the easier grab. So do a small reset. Keep the helpful thing visible. Put it at eye level. Move the trigger food out of the center of the room and into a cabinet. No shame, no drama, just less temptation in the open. The goal is not to become stricter. The goal is to stop turning every choice into a debate, and that quiet relief matters more than people think. Section 4. Treat your phone like part of the room. A lot of people try to control digital habits with willpower, but the phone is not just a tool anymore. It is a small environment that travels with you. Your home screen is a cue board. Every bright icon is asking for a piece of attention. So make it less noisy. Move distracting apps off the first screen. Put them in folders. Turn off notifications you do not truly need. Use grayscale or focus mode if it helps. Not because it is magical, because it makes the phone a little less seductive. And that matters, because a lot of distraction is not a dramatic failure. It is 100 tiny yeses given too quickly. When the phone is quieter, the space between impulse and tap gets wider. And that space is where control begins to return. Section 5. Build a quiet evening that protects tomorrow. A lot of self-sabotage begins at night. The room gets dim, the brain gets tired, and suddenly everything easiest starts looking necessary. The scroll gets longer, the snacks get louder, the room gets messier. Tomorrow inherits the cost. So create a small digital sunset. Not a perfect one, it's just a simple one. Put the phone on charge somewhere else. Close the laptop, reset one surface, fold the blanket, place water by the bed, lay out the notebook or clothes for the next morning. Why does this work? Because the evening is not only about rest, it is a handoff. When the room is ready for morning, you wake up with less friction, less searching, and less decision fatigue. Micro reward. You are not trying to be better all day. You are trying to make the first 5 minutes less expensive. Section 6. Change what happens after the hard moment. This is the part most people miss. They think habits fail because they lack discipline in the moment. But often, the real problem is the setup around the moment. You had a stressful call, and the phone was already in your hand. You felt tired, and the snacks were already visible. You wanted to work, but the desk already felt impossible. So ask a better question. What is the next easiest thing in my environment? Then make that thing useful. After work, leave your walking shoes by the door. After waking, leave water by the bed. Before deep work, leave only the task you need. After dinner, leave the phone in another room. These are small moves, but small moves change the shape of a day. And over time, the shape of a day becomes the shape of a life. Section 7. Do the one-room reset tonight. Not the whole house, not your entire life. Just one room. Choose the space that seems to control you the most. Your bedroom, your desk, your kitchen corner. Then remove one bad cue. Just one. The phone off the bed, the clutter off the desk, the snacks out of sight, the extra tab closed. Then place one good cue where your eyes naturally go. Water on the nightstand, a notebook in the center of the desk, fruit on the counter, shoes by the door. Make the right action easy to notice. Do not try to redesign your personality tonight. Just make one room less persuasive in the wrong direction, because your future self is already living with the choices you leave in plain sight. Here is the deeper truth. Willpower is what you use when design is missing. That does not mean you are broken. It means your environment is doing more work than you realized. A good setup does not remove responsibility. It supports it. A clean desk does not make you focused, but it makes starting easier. A phone across the room does not make you immune to distraction, but it makes the first reach less automatic. A visible notebook does not write for you, but it gives your mind a better target. This is not laziness. It is self-respect made physical. Final section. Change the room that changes the morning. If you only remember one idea from this video, make it this. Your room is training you. What is on the bed? What is on the desk? What is on the counter? What is beside the charger? What is waiting at eye level? All of it is teaching your brain what to do next. So before you go to sleep tonight, do one honest sweep. Ask yourself, what is this space training me to do tomorrow? That question can change the whole shape of the morning, and maybe that is the real shift. Not forcing yourself to become someone else, just making it easier for the version of you you already want to trust. What is one part of your room that quietly pulls you off course the most? If you want, start with just one room tonight. One small reset. One better cue. And if this gave you a little more clarity, stay with modern clarity. We will keep making the hidden parts of life easier to see.